Oh dear lord, the Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about the team's bad start, and there are some things that I'm like, oh dear God, this team.
Angel Reese entered the WNBA with a kind of confidence that turned heads, like a celebrity crashing a fashion show, and instantly grabbed media attention on the level of a superstar at a major NFL event. She wasn't just any rookie. She was a headline-making talent, full of charisma, riding a wave of hype, and carrying expectations as if championship banners were already in her hands. Fans embraced the excitement, seeing her as both a star in the making and a marketable brand. But after only a few games, the Chicago Sky front office began treating her like a discounted doll, blemishes, missing pieces, and all. The early optimism quickly shifted to doubt, leaving many questioning whether the team genuinely believed in her, or if she was just a passing trend.
Yeah, it's going down in Chicago. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough of missed.
Angel Reese entered the WNBA with a kind of confidence that turned heads, like a celebrity crashing a fashion show, and instantly grabbed media attention on the level of a superstar at a major NFL event. She wasn't just any rookie. She was a headline-making talent, full of charisma, riding a wave of hype, and carrying expectations as if championship banners were already in her hands. Fans embraced the excitement, seeing her as both a star in the making and a marketable brand. But after only a few games, the Chicago Sky front office began treating her like a discounted doll, blemishes, missing pieces, and all. The early optimism quickly shifted to doubt, leaving many questioning whether the team genuinely believed in her, or if she was just a passing trend.
Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course, the Chicago Bravado, they still got their ass kicked, but that doesn't matter. All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese, it is rare.
Jeff Pelicka, the Chicago Sky's general manager, who isn't exactly known for subtlety, decided to skip the usual cautious remarks and go straight for a public takedown. During a live press conference, he avoided the typical "the team needs to improve" type of statements and stepped up like a prosecutor laying out a case. Without hesitation, he singled out Angel Reese, saying, "We need more from Angel Reese." No hints, no sugarcoating, just a sharp, direct critique aimed squarely at her. Under the glaring lights, there was no question who the message was for. Any subtlety had vanished, probably along with last season's old merchandise. This was clearly a calculated move meant to rattle her confidence in front of everyone watching.
It's a long season, there's a lot of game left, but this is unexpected and I've been very disappointed. General Manager Jeff Pagliocca told the Sun Times as he sat in seats at Barclays Centre watching his team in the morning shoot-around. We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they allowed a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
And if you thought the public drama was intense, that was just the opening act. Behind closed doors, things reportedly exploded to a whole new level. Sources describe a scene that went completely off the rails. Voices shouting until they nearly broke the walls, fingers jabbing like weapons, and chairs moved, or maybe even shoved, in ways that suggested they could fly. The locker room may still be vibrating from the chaos. This wasn't your standard team meeting. It felt more like a full-blown exorcism disguised as a discussion. Picture a therapy session turned upside down, stripped of calm, and fueled with unresolved anger and tension. The air was thick with frustration, accusations, and raw emotion, leaving no doubt that the team's internal fractures ran deep and wide.
Oh, this was it. Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese hair was pulled, and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro. This is bad. This is bad. But Angel Reese did speak to reporters immediately after the game. Check out what she had to say. Roll the footage, man.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the #1 wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. And I didn't understand it. And I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out. And I'm still figuring it out.
To be fair, Angel Reese hasn't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard this season. In 2025, she's averaging just 10 points per game while shooting a modest 35% from the field. On the other hand, she's still a powerhouse on the boards, grabbing 12 rebounds per game. Credit where it's due. But let's be real. Rebounding alone doesn't win games when she's missing wide-open layups and simple shots like she's in some sort of brick-throwing contest. If we had $1 for every point-blank shot she's missed this season, we could probably buy out the entire Chicago Sky front office and still have enough left for a hot dog. Comparing this to her rookie season, when she averaged 13.6 points on roughly 39% shooting, there's a noticeable dip. No one expected her to hit shots from half court like Steph Curry, but fans did expect her to finish the easy ones right under the basket. Instead, the season has been a mix of hustle, hype, and missed opportunities. Her raw talent is undeniable, but eventually, potential has to turn into consistent, reliable production. Otherwise, all that swagger and promise risks coming off as nothing more than smoke, an illusion of greatness that hasn't fully shown up on the court yet.
But the point is, you're posting this, you've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you were last year, and you can't even get a block shot at your height. You're also, by the way, down a rebound and a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must... I think here's the thing. She must love this. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the rebounds thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, anything that comes off that board, it's mine.
But Jeff Pelicka wasn't just analyzing stats or casually scanning box scores. This went deeper. It was about accountability, that classic corporate buzzword that usually signals someone is about to be publicly called out. She's had some great games, he said, delivering it with all the enthusiasm of praising a salad at a steakhouse, and some games that haven't been her best. In GM speak, that's code for, we're nervously pacing backstage while pretending everything's fine in public. Then came the line that really turned heads. We need her to help us in other ways, too. Oh, really, Jeff? Other ways like what? Running halftime trivia, handing out foam fingers? Because if Angel Reese is suddenly expected to be the team's spiritual mascot, that's a whole new role. But in reality, other ways in basketball isn't about Instagram posts or motivational videos. It's about doing the gritty, unseen work, relentless defense, diving for loose balls, bringing energy, leadership, and heart to the team. When her jump shot isn't falling, those intangibles are what separate good players from truly great ones. Sometimes it's the effort you don't see that makes all the difference in the end.
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, we need more out of you. Now I'm scrolling through Twitter, doing my thing. You guys know how I do. Got the air breezing through my hair in those Twitter streets. I do. And I take a look and I see something that catches my attention. The Chicago Sky make a request to Angel Reese amid losing streak. Interesting. What is this request?
Angel Reese had a 12 rebound for assist night, But it wasn't enough to save the Chicago Sky from a 29-point loss without Caitlin Clark. The contrast is stark. Clark is dominating the league, selling out arenas, and changing the game, while Angel's team is struggling behind the scenes. The Sky are sending a message. This is a business, not a fan club. If Angel can't deliver consistently, the spotlight that once built her fame now exposes every flaw. The clock is ticking, pressure is mounting, and the WNBA isn't patient with potential alone. She needs to turn it around fast or risk being left behind.